Hey, what's up, everybody? You are watching the Two Men in the Basement King Kon haul. Hey, look, we're all wearing the same shirts, right?
Finally,
we got the memo. So we got myself and Chinmo. I got a haul video. You got a haul video.
I got plenty of haul.
All right, I got haul. You got haul. We got some giveaways, but first, you got to watch our intro from our friends at Spineworks, and then we're going to show you what we picked up at King Kon IV, baby. Here we go. Okay, all right, we're ready to go, man.
Let's do this.
This haul video has taken us a week to do since King Kon, right?
It's been a busy week.
It has been a busy week in comics, but you know what? Hey, shout out to you guys. I did a pre-recorded video. Shout out to you guys that just hit over 1,000 views of all the access. So shout out to you guys for doing that.
Killed it with the coverage.
Yeah, I loved it. Thank you very much. I'm going to go over a little bit about how this video is going to go, and you guys follow along and just jump in with us. So as always, I am Otto. Welcome to 3 Men in the Basement. I got my co-host tonight, Chinmo, jumping in with me today to show his books off from our haul video. But you know what? Just so we can pay our bills, subscribe now to the channel. So you know when we're dropping content, when we're going to be at shows, and what we got coming on. The next 6 months is when we like to say we're in our prime.
It's busy. So, it's a busy 6 months.
It's a busy 6 months of comic book stuff. Good comic book stuff. And that's what I want to talk about, being King Kon and everything else we have on. So please like this video. It helps with the AI. It helps with the algorithm. Or thumbs it down. It's the same thing, but as long as you guys are watching. Hit the notification bells in case we decide to go live for any reason whatsoever. And leave a comment below. And you're going to have to leave a comment below today in order to win some really cool free stuff. So that's what we want to do. So we're going to talk about the 3 Men in the Basement comic book swap, but what we want to do is just give 1 or 2 comments about your recap about how King Kon IV was. Okay. Yeah. So Chin, give me your thoughts overall.
This was,
and you were there for both days, full on 2 day show.
I went down Friday. I left Sunday night.
Okay.
This is my first time going down there. I've wanted to make it to all the past ones and just never lined up between weddings and birthdays and all that stuff. Finally made it down. I picked up Mike the Beast on the way, and I can't wait to drive back for the next one after everything.
All right.
It was a blast.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. So for you guys that don't know, King Kon, this was the 4th show that they've done. MTG Comics, Pressable Deffects, they kind of take the show over, but I want to give a shout out to what I think is very important, and I think that is professional courtesy. And what I mean by professional courtesy is just the level of commitment that you put into something to make sure that the vendors and the guests aren't confused, don't know what's going on or what to do. Because the last thing you want to do is when you have an event is somebody there to say, what, where do I go? How do I go? Like, we've all been at shows like that. But I do want to say shout out to Greg, and I believe his partner is Anthony, and also Greg's wife, because this show is nothing more than a class action. Would you agree?
Absolutely. It's what you want out of a comic book show.
Correct. Yes, it's what you want. It's what you should expect from, paying your entry fee, to waiting in line, to bringing a considerable amount of money, and more importantly to, the comic book community. And he gave us a great spot. Shout out to, we picked up over 50 subscribers that day. So shout out to you guys for jumping in with us, and shout out to Greg for just giving us a great spot, to all the amazing vendors. Yeah. So it was just amazing. So shout out to Greg, because I know what it's like to put on a show. I don't know what it's like to put on a huge show, but I do know what it's like to put on something to this magnitude. And this is absolutely a class act. This is something that we're going to do again. And on behalf of 3 Men in the Basement, thank you very much for a great time. So, all right. So now we bought some books. We're going to go back and forth with some books. I have a few AOKs that I'm going to start with. And then I'll let Chin go. So it'll kind of be you go, I go. But more importantly, guys, if you're watching this on a rewind, make sure you like this video and tell all your friends about it. So
and you definitely want to comment because there's going to be a giveaway.
Yes, we're giving a giveaway. So you got to pay attention. And you got to pay attention now till the end. So when I see that YouTube click-through rate, I know that you guys are hanging around. Plus, why wouldn't you want to hang around? We're talking comics, right, Chin?
Absolutely. It's the best.
All right. So I want to give a shout out to two people in particular, actually three people in particular. So the first person I want to give a shout out is to my boy, Paulie, 1974, him and his wife, Wanda, huge supporters of the family. Wanda does her candles, so please check that out. She makes her own soaps and candles, everything like that. It's very, very amazing. And Paulie, 1974, just a good friend who is always at our events, and him and Wanda always support us, and they come all the way up from Long Island to buy comics. So right now, I mean, I'm a Trekkie for life, and I guess I'm a Star Wars fan for life, so I'm kind of in the middle of this. So it's hard for me to say, but I am digging Picard right now, and Picard is the reason I'm not watching The Mandalorian.
I mean, it's fair. I mean,
fair, right? Fair, right?
You can't watch everything,
I can't watch everything, right? So my boy Paulie hooked me up with this really cool thing. This is a Enterprise hologram.
Oh, that's cool.
Stemmed from 1991, and this first came out when I believe one of the movies came. No, I forgot when it came out, but it was really cool. It's still in a wrapper. It's definitely going to go behind me, because it is the Enterprise. And then he gave me something which I think is really cool, and I can't wait to rock this at any geek festival that I go to. And this is actually from 1979, and this is, because I'm a belt wearer, this is a Star Trek belt buckle from 1979. Okay,
that's pretty cool.
So this is Trekkie greatness. It's got Kirk and Picard on the back. You can see that the stamp is there. It's got good weight. It's just not plastic. So, the next geek show I go to, I'll be rocking this Star Wars belt buckle. And then the last thing I want to show is something that's really cool. I didn't own this before. So, guys, I apologize. I can't remember your first names, but it's two brothers or two cousins from the New York area. One of them was a former bartender. The other guy, his cousin, I believe it's like 6'2". I'm always looking up at him, but they watch the show religiously, and they listen to what I say. And I guess when I talked about my dog Bishop and the character Bishop, my buddy had hit home with him, and I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate these AOKs because this is going to go on my Bishop display. So he threw me this Marvel Comics card from 1994, a Bishop card to go in my display. And Chin, I'm an accessory whore, right?
Oh, I know. You have the book, and that's like maybe 10% of the display.
That's exactly right. Right. First and second print with the slab stands. And now and the two figures. So I got this. So shout out to you guys, man. I absolutely apologize that I can't think of your names offhand, but I'm sorry for that. So, all right. So Chin, before you go into your hauls, talk about what you sold. You did sell some stuff.
I sold. Yeah. You and Roger were nice enough to let me put a couple of boxes up on the table. I was just planning on bringing stuff to trade, and if I sold some stuff, awesome. And Saturday, I sold so much I didn't even buy. I barely got to look around the floor Saturday day. Luckily, I was there, before. But
in full disclosure, Chin, at one point, Roger and I weren't at the table. You were multitasking, and I've been joking about this. I've been joking about. You don't know I've been joking about this because you haven't been around. But on the way home, at one point, I said to the wives and Roger, I go. At one point, I look at Chin. He's trying to sell some of my books. He's trying to sell his book. He's summoned somebody up to the raffle. And I mean, this guy was multitasking at his best.
I make it work, You
make it work. Make it happen, man. That's why we hang out with people like you, So,
yeah. But no, it was good. I brought some boxes down. I sold everything. So
yes.
Thank you for everybody that bought stuff. I like to price my stuff very fair. And then I had a little bit left Saturday afternoon, and shout out to Street Side Anthony. He came, bought the rest of it off me. It was great. Didn't have to bring it home. Awesome.
So I guess, from what you're hearing, so guys, when as a guest to the show, I mean, don't bring a hand cart in, but you can always bring something in a backpack. You can always bring something to trade. This is what we talk about, equity, right? You have equity in your books. Chin had some stuff. He moved it. I know he bought some cool books.
Oh, yeah.
I sold some stuff. I spent a little bit more than I should have, but yeah. So, all right. So Chin sold, I sold. Yep. That was pretty good, right?
Yeah. Actually, I bought a book from me, which I'll show in a little bit.
You did?
Oh yeah. Well, it's a funny story behind it too. So
is that what you just said? Here's some money.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a minute.
All right. All right. So the first thing I picked up was, it wasn't necessarily a pickup, but it was a remark. I got this idea, and I love personalizing my books. So this was the Darkwing Duck #1, the Virgin variant by Ryan Brown, who was at the show. This was a Very Gary and Erod collaboration. And I picked it up, and I love Ryan's artwork. And I had this Darkwing, and I'm a huge Batman 66 fan. And, you know, Batman 66, Adam West would never swear, but he would also call out a Caped Crusader looked like a duck. So I came up with this idea at like 5 a.m. when I was walking. So I had for $20, well worth it. And I can't wait to throw it up. I did throw it up for Top Variant Tuesday. I had Ryan Brown do a Batman cowl sign saying, "What the duck."
That's so cool.
I mean, if that doesn't reek of 1966 Batman, what the duck, Robin, you know?
That's awesome.
So, yeah, absolutely. So I did pick this up. No need to get it CGC'd. Oh, Jesus. That's
not anymore.
Not anymore. So it's a safe landing. All right. So, yeah. So pick that up. So that was the first thing that I did at King Kon for purchasing. All right.
All right. I'm going to start with a quick, I'm starting with the best right off the bat. Friday night before the doors even opened, I got to shout out Murph and I got to shout out Gary. Look at these two.
No way.
We had a little sketch off. Gary was doing it on his whatnot, and a handful of us were hanging out watching, and I just sat there and won. I took these babies home with me.
No
They're
way.
Hilarious. This is Gary.
Yeah.
This is Murph.
No way. Yeah. That's original art?
Original art. One of ones.
One of ones from Gary and Murph.
Yeah. That was a good time Friday night.
Oh my God, that's high-end stuff. Amazing Murphinator.
Oh, Murph had a good weekend. It was fun hanging out with Murph all weekend.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
I'm gonna shout out the defects right here. Can't wait to read this.
All right.
Batman on this.
Okay. And you won that?
Oh yeah. One of their many trivia contests, which
trivia, or was it the dance off, Chin?
Trivia. I was no dancing for me.
Okay.
No dancing. And then I'm gonna show I got it right here. Johnny Mac Collectibles.
Johnny Mac Collectibles. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna
show
you.
Is this a graded book?
This is a giveaway though. It was a
giveaway. Okay.
It was a giveaway. Because I bought a big book from him and he had a raffle going on, and I just happened to win one of the raffles. It's it's a PGX, but it's a cool little dazzler.
No way. There you go.
It's cool. Yeah. Little giveaway.
Book.
So
cool book I grew up to, you know?
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Johnny Mac Collectibles. Appreciate it, man.
That's awesome.
We'll talk about the deal he gave me on the book early on.
Yep.
But yeah, first purchase I got right off the bat before it even opened, because I was setting up his stuff, Roger. I got some stuff off of Roger. We made a trade. I gave him a little cash, and I have a Funko Pop I'm giving him. But he had a handful of this awesome Star Wars stuff, some old cards, serial cards, some like holographic stuff.
Dude, that stuff was rescued from the basement at Sargent.
Yeah, and I'm upset he got to it before me.
Yeah,
I would have bought this instantly.
And he's like, Justin's all about this. Justin, aka Nemesis Prime, and then Chin swoops in and grabs it.
Justin got some of the stuff, but I got in there before he did. I got some, these awesome cards and stuff. These are some of the serial cards. And then the reason I actually really wanted, we had some awesome, postcards and stuff. They're just all old sets. But the reason I really wanted the stuff was because of the books.
Yes.
Right there.
That's the mini books. Yes.
That's first Boba Fett right there.
Yeah, that is absolutely in a mini.
Yep. All three of them. So, we worked out a great deal. Awesome. So thank you, Raj. That was my first actual purchase pickup.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you got over there?
All right. Cool. So, again, my collecting has been a little bit off stray. I think before Little Giant, I'm going to sit down and say, I want to complete this run. I want to have ASM 50 to 100 raw. I want to have the Marvel 2-in-1 collections because I love that run. I need to sit down and put that together because lately I'm buying graded books that are important and they're keys and they're very relevant, but I'm not filling runs, and that's not kind of where I want to be with my collecting right now.
It's good to reevaluate it like that.
Yeah. So I think I need to pay attention right now, more importantly, to Spider-Man. 50 to 100. I think those are all very reasonable.
Yep.
I want to start getting my Justice League 1 to 50 because I've been loving the silver. You know what I've been loving, Chin? I got to tell you this.
Yeah.
Between the Silver Age, the early Silver Age Flash, the early Silver Age Green Arrow, or Green Lantern and the early Silver Age Justice League, I've got to pick one or two and say, okay, I want to get the first 20 issues of those raw or graded. You know what I mean? Like
That's a hell of a goal. That's a great
that
goal.
is a goal. And I'm telling you, because I think the colors right now in my area of collecting, the early DC 60s stuff is what I remember as a kid about cartoons. You know,
You're gonna love what I'm gonna show in a little bit then.
all right, cool. All right, gotcha.
But no,
So
I agree. It's great stuff.
all right, so this is the contest. This is the contest to start. I shouldn't say this. The contest starts now for what we're going to show you.
Yes.
I'm giving away one free ticket to Little Giant comic show in New Hampshire on Saturday, May 15th. This is going to get you in
April 15th.
April 15th. I apologize. This is one golden ticket that will get you in, and you have to answer the question at the end of the video, but you're going to get the clues from what we're going to show off. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And please, if you live in Pasadena, California, if you live in Texas,
don't answer.
Just give it to somebody in the Northeast.
Comment, but don't answer.
Comment, but say I don't want it, right? Okay,
Yeah.
because, and I think this has I think it's $20 at the door. But yes, I'm giving away a golden ticket. We're going to do a dealer preview for the show. We love this show. So this was a deal from the dealer preview show. Got it? Dealer preview show.
Yeah.
My boy, Gerard Con 40, Ex-Illusionaries boy. He had, if he didn't have 30 feet of floor at King Con,
he had a crazy wall setup. I mean, a great booth, but then his wall, he's got some books.
Yeah, he's got some books. So I picked this up because I've been locking in to the early X-Men. This is X-Men 58.
Nice
solid 7.0. Great grade. Neil Adams, Roy Thomas greatness. Iconic Neil Adams cover. When Neil and Roy did it for not so many issues, but I picked this up. I got this as an amazing price, and I picked this up from my man Gerard Con 40 on Instagram. All right. So great price. Knew I was going to buy it, had the money in pocket. So I bought this first. Chin, what about you?
All right. I'm going to start with the book I got from you, Otto, as I was setting up your stuff.
Yes,
I get helping you price some books. And
yes.
Funny story about this is I'm pretty sure you bought this book instead of me on a crawl we did one time, an impromptu crawl that I was going to buy, and you somehow snagged it. But here I am buying it back from you.
Oh, look at that. Good book.
Love this book. So I picked that up from Otto. It was like my first actual purchase. So I was very happy with that.
Did money actually trade hands, or you owe me money and forget about that?
No, I think I had a 5. I gave you the 5.
Okay, got it. $5. All right. So $5, man. You got to crack the wallet at some point.
Yeah, why not? And then I picked. Everybody knows I'm a huge Turtle fan. I ran out of time to have him do a little remark, but that's what Terrificon's for. So I picked this up from Ryan Brown.
Nice.
Ryan G. Brown. Love Turtles. Love that cover. He crushed it.
Yeah.
And then, what do you got there?
All right. So the next purchase was a book that I wasn't planning on. I necessarily wasn't looking at it, but as part of my collecting, you guys know I'm linear. I like things that look the same.
No, not you.
Yeah, I know. And there's a couple runs of Silver Age books that I can afford at this point to buy in what I believe are a good investing grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So investing grade to me of Silver Age books and early Silver Age books is anywhere from 5 to 8.5. At 8.5, you're going above and beyond. 7.5, but I think 5.0 is really that sweet spot. And
I agree. I like that for Silver Age too. 5.0.
Yeah, Silver Age 5.0s, dude. 5.0s, especially if you get early DC books that aren't cream, the off-white pages.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. So my boy 360 Comics had this book, and it's an Avengers book. It's issue number 10. And it's early. And I mean, this was like right before the Jonathan Majors news hit, but you knew there was some fake news about that, or not fake news, but I don't know. But it seems to have all been forgotten about maybe at this point, but
there's a lot coming out about it. We'll see.
He hasn't been fired yet.
Yeah. Let's wait to see what happens.
Yes, exactly. And so my first Captain America is a 5.0. And Avengers 1 in 5.0. It's going to be pricey, but I think that that's a long-term play, and I think I can find somebody that can help me out with that. So I saw this for a great price. This is now I'm not a page guy, but I respect the page quality in Silver Age books. And I understand that it does add some type of value. What that number value is, I kind of don't know. But that's not my job. But I respect the people that collect the white pages and why they do it. And this just happens to be a white pages. So this is Avengers number 10 from 1964. The first
Nice
appearance
book.
of Immortus.
Yeah.
5-0 and Chin to boot. A white pager.
Wow,
Okay.
that's impressive. White page.
That is impressive, right? Right. So there you go. So if I can get, 1 through 10 and 5 O's, that'll be linear. It might take me the next 10 years, but it is the first appearance of Immortus, Baron
long-term
Zemo,
play.
Enchantress.
Long-term play.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's just a great thing to do, great thing to hunt. And my man, 360 Comics gave me a deal above deal. It was almost like name your price, but don't disrespect me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all about that, man. I'm all about.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I would never, and even with, I would never disrespect you with a number that I think is absolutely way too low, because I know the value of stuff. But it was kind of like name your price, and I did, and so that was it. So at this point, I am tapped out with cash, other than $50 for dinner and my reserve envelope.
Wow. Okay.
What do you got next, Chin?
So I'm going to talk a little bit about the trading aspect of this because I did a couple trades. First one, shout out CBSI Ben, Mellow Fellow over on Whatnot. I had a couple books he wanted. He had a few things I wanted, so I picked up his awesome Grogu Star Wars Insider magazine. Couldn't say no to that. And then I'm a huge, going off the Justice League Dark there, loves the Tanner. Yeah. So, traded him a couple books, a little bit of cash. He gave me those. And then Panther Comics, I had a couple books he wanted.
Oh, man, Panther Comics been killing it, dude.
Yep. So
showing up, big books, very knowledgeable. Shout out to Panther Comics.
Yeah, he had a couple. I had a couple of bigger books that he wanted, and he had one that I wanted. So we worked out a deal, little books, little cash, and I walked away with the first Rocket and Comics.
Get out of here! All right, yeah. All right, nice book.
Yeah, so never be afraid to be like, hey, I got cash, I got books. What do you want?
Equity.
And it works out very well.
Yep.
And then for my, I picked up a few. I'll just show them super quick, but like I said, I'm a Turtles fan. I was going through some runs, picked up a couple of random issues here.
Nice
runs I didn't have. I'm a huge Kevin Eastman fan, so I'm going through and trying to get all the. Actually, Gary, shout out to Gary. He gave me this book for helping him out, so thank you, Gary.
Nice.
That's 1 in 10 variant. But yeah, just some nice Turtle books for some runs I'm filling. The Eastman covers that I'm collecting. Picked up a few of those. It's great.
Cool.
So I was happy to get a couple more in the run there.
Love it.
Yeah. Are you tapped out? Are you done?
No, I got one more.
All right, I'll do one more, then I'll finish us off there.
All right, cool. So guys, but before we get any further, I just want you to know that like I said, coming up, we will be at the Little Giant Comic Show April 15th. Please stop by our booth. We're going to be doing giveaways every hour on the hour ish, right?
If you can get a picture with Otto at that booth, come talk to me and I'll give you something.
Love it. I dig it. Yeah, if you can find me at the booth. And then we have our show coming up, so please pay attention to this logo. I do want to give a shout out to all of our 10.0 sponsors, all our 9.8 sponsors, and we did open it up to the friends of the channel. So guys who have stepped up already for our 10.0 sponsors are the Angry Hair, Sweet Gems, Big Daddy Comics, Comics_CT, New York Comic Auctions, Little Giant Comics, and Dunkin' Donuts. Thank you for stepping up. We also have our 9.8 sponsors, CHUCKINGDOM, MILLHOUSE, Deep Dive, JNS Collectibles. I've got 1 or 2 more to add. And then we just dropped our friends of the channel. And my boy Copy 801 jumped in. And Pobo Chili Town jumped in for the friends of the channel. So
awesome.
That all has to do with making this event, the 3 Men in a Basement comic book event and or swap, May 20th in Newington, Connecticut. Very, very positive. And it's just an amazing time. It's a great day. We'll have the entire isolation team there. So it's just going to be really wild. And stay tuned for all these good things. It's just going to be a good time. So
if you can make it, do yourself a favor.
If you're in the Northeast, just take the ride. Take the ride.
If you're not coming to buy books, come hang out.
Yep, just come hang out. Exactly. So the book that you're not looking for, but you can't let it go.
I've been there.
It happens. And of all the books in my collection, all right, so I'm an X-Men purist. So if you were to tell me to rank my comic book collection, I would say X-Men, would be 1, and then number 2 and 2A would be my Marv Wolfman, George Perez Teen Titans, and or my Fantastic Four. So that would be my top 3 in 2 categories. And especially the Gene Gray, the Dark Phoenix run. Some of my favorite writing. And I do have 1 to 300, either raw or slab, but I also, hold on a second. I got to decline this call. All right. There we go. But my Gene Gray run from like 129 to like 136. I'm trying to get in high grades. I've got 129 at a 9.6. My Dazzler's a 9.4. My white 130. I forgot what it is, but I never had 133. Right.
Nice book. Wolverine
never had it. Never had it graded. I've read the book 1,000 times. I counted how many Hellfire guys he killed. It was like 75. I mean, I've read this book over and over again.
Yeah, it's like a John Wick movie.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's John Wick all day. That's a great analogy. It really is. And it's the opening page is just John Byrne, Terry Austin greatness with some Chris Claremont goodness. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I'm at Erod's booth. Shout out to Erod 212, and I go, is that 133 over there? He goes, yeah, 9.2. Oh, the Wolverine solo issue. Oh yeah, Otto, you know that book. Oh, I know that book. I know I don't own that book graded either, and it's a 9.2.
Someone tells me you own it now.
Goddamn right I do, Chin. You're goddamn right.
It's a nice
but book. I had to break into and he gave me a great price, gave me, the Otto discount.
Yep.
And I had to break into the envelope. So now the reserve money that I'm supposed to come home with is now cracked and gone. But I ended up with 3 great books here at King Kon. So that's it. I can't wait to show you guys this book. It's going to be pretty exciting. So that is the last of my hauls.
Nice. It's a hell of a pickup to finish it off.
Hell of a haul. Hell of a way to finish, right?
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, that's a great book. You kidding me?
Thank you.
I got 3 quick ones. I'll go right through them. The last 3 bigger purchases I made literally in the last 20, 30 minutes before me leaving. So shout out to actually Nemesis Prime helped me out on this deal. Is him and
no way. Nemesis Prime stepped up as a 9.8 sponsor.
Oh, awesome. Sweet.
Yeah. The Comic-Con podcast.
And I don't know I apologize. I forget his friend's name that he was set up with. But he had a bunch of older Silver Age DC, and he hooked me up big time.
Dude, he had old Silver Age stuff. He had the prototype Doom, the Strange Adventures.
I saw that. That was
Strange
awesome.
Tale. That dude, that was high grade.
Yeah. So he hooked me up on I'm going through. I just picked up a New Gods 1 recently. Just picked up a 3. Oh, sorry, 9 and a 3. First nice. Death, Black Razor, first Forager. And one of the books on my list this year that I've been kind of going after, it was in decent shape. Cut me a good deal on it. So those 2 books and the next 3 I'm going to show you, I paid $160 total for, which is absurd.
Yeah.
Charlton Comics, Captain Atom 83. You know what this is?
First question.
No, that's first Ted Cord, Blue Beetle.
Oh, all right. I apologize. Look at that.
Blue Beetle #1 is first question, which
Ditko greatness. Yeah. Ditko greatness.
Been wanting this for a while. I'm a big Blue Beetle fan, so pick that up from him. And then these next 2 books, Otto, you were kind of talking about these a little bit. I got Justice League of America #14.
Good book, dude. Look at that.
First time this guy right here, the Atom, joins the Justice League.
No shit.
Nice shape and everything.
That's a nice looking book.
That leads right into the other book I got from him, which I'm looking for a higher grade on this, which I will have, but for this price, I couldn't say no. Showcase 34, first Atom.
Dude, you've been hunting that book for a minute, bro.
Yeah, honestly.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah, thank you. It's got like a little tear up here, but I cannot believe the price he gave me on this. So I was like, I'll take it. I'll get the grade I want later. It's like a little placeholder. This is fantastic. I could not say no.
Something that some collectors talk about is they talk about the DC, where it says the 10 cents.
Yep.
Sometimes it's in a circle and sometimes it's in a box.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the relevance of it, but I've been hearing, collectors have deep conversations about that. And I don't know the relevance. Maybe you guys in the comments could tell me when they went from square to round box or something like that. But I think that holds relevance in comic book history.
That's guess what I'm doing right after this video. I'm looking that up.
Yeah, I love it.
And then my last two purchases, which are completely out of character for me, if you want to say,
Or they're both slabs?
they are both slabs.
No way. Stop. Hold the phone. You bought
Two
a slab?
slabs. Two slabs.
You
One
bought
of
two
which
slabs?
two slabs. One of which I was hoping to find this book raw there. No one had it, but this guy had two copies, same grade.
What?
So I bought one of them. It was, it was very fairly priced, and he gave me a slight deal on it, so I couldn't say no. But for all you video game God of War fans out there, let me get that angle right there. 9.6.
No
First God of
way.
War.
Really?
First Kratos. And like I said, I'm not slabs. Honestly, this might hurt some people, but this is going to be cracked out. I'm cracking
And
this
what?
baby.
And what are you gonna do? Reslab it or?
I don't know. I'm either going to
No,
slab it or
really?
I'm going to probably read it. I'm not a big slab guy,
I know you're not. That's why I'm shocked. I mean,
Yeah.
that's I feel like I've been holding a deep dark secret for a week when you told me you bought slabs and we're gonna
I
do a haul
know.
video.
It was, you know what? He gave me a good deal. I couldn't say no. It's a book I wanted. It's a nice high grade, like I wanted raw. And so I was like, all right, I'll take it.
Let's do it.
And then the last book, shout out again to Johnny Mac, Collectibles. He had this book. This is a book which I consider one of my, I guess, grails. It's one of my top 3 favorite characters of all time.
Dude, this is a hard book. This is a great book, Chin. I know
Yeah.
what book it is, and I'm very envious because this is a good book, man. This is a huge book.
I'm hoping to eventually put this entire run together, but it's going to be a long, expensive road. But one of my all-time favorite characters, and this one I will keep slab, and I will eventually trade up to the grade I want.
Yeah.
But here we go. A 4.0
Wally
Flash
West.
110. First Wally West, also first Weather Wizard.
Right. Double first appearance.
Yep. But
62, maybe?
I think
or earlier than that.
Was it 5960?
5960. Oh my God.
Yep. Flash 110. First Wally West. I don't get me wrong. I love Barry Allen. Wally West is my Flash, though.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
And that's just because I do want to talk about this. Is it off-white to white pages?
This is off-white to white. Yep.
Right. Because, and I will say this, and many collectors will tell you, when you get down into these books, it's not uncommon for these books to be cream the off-white.
No, it's
that's
not,
a premium right there. You know what I
mean?
You got to
figure what this is. What 50? What? 40, 80, 60, 70 years old. Yeah, crazy.
Yes,
but
dude.
It's a book I've wanted for a long time, and when I tell you he cut me a deal, he cut me a hell of a deal on this book.
So shout out to Johnny Mac Collectibles. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
So thank you very much, and I could not be happier because this is a book I've wanted for a very long time.
Cool. Oh, I dig it, man. I dig it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, dude, we killed it. Kept it right under where I wanted to keep around 30 minutes, but I'll blame me on that. So hope you guys enjoyed this haul video. Moving forward, you're probably going to watch this in the beginning of the week. Moving forward, stay tuned. We're trying to get on a super big guest, and he sold some
see what you did there.
Books soon. Okay.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, thank you. And then we got Little Giant in 2 weeks. Stay tuned for the dealer preview show for that. Stay tuned for lots of other things that we're going on. Oh, I forgot to win this right here.
Giveaway.
This giveaway. In the comments below, tell me who sold me. Who sold me this book? In the comments below to win this. Tell me to win this. No, to win this. Who sold this in the comments below? All right. So that's what you have to do to win a free ticket to Little Giant. And whether I mail it to you or you just show up that day and I'll hand it to you, would be great. But stay tuned for all the great things that we got coming on with that show. And again, Chin, thank you very much for joining us on this haul video. I'm excited for you. It's good to see you coming out of the turtle shell per se and getting some great books. And more importantly, shout out to Greg, MTG Comics, and King Kon for just putting on an amazing show and being a class act. So, all right, Chin, anything else?
No, that's it. Looking forward. We got a couple shows coming up. I can't wait. And that's about it. And look, I finally have the right shirt, guys.
Yes, you got the memo, bro. You got the memo. It's good.
Which
the King Kon shirts.
Shout out to Greg and everybody, but shout out to Green Oak because these things are
they're nice, dude. Nice.
They're so comfortable.
They're very comfortable, and printed well too. So
yeah, it's great.
All right, that's it. So on behalf of 3 Men in the Basement, that's my man Chinmo. I am Everett Otto. You've been watching 3 Men in the Basement. Stay tuned. We got a wild ride coming up in the next couple of weeks. Next couple of months. We are out. Peace.